I think I am going to continue on with this video, like a part 2. So I did the errands that I needed to do in the neighborhood, and it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on April 19th, Monday, April 19th. And we are going to be walking to Dufferin because I've got a couple of other things I need to do. And then I'm going to be going home via a different route. So today it's going to be in total probably about a 3-hour walk today from home to my last destination and then return home. And it's a beautiful day for it. So we're walking west along Bloor. This is all part of that new, I don't know if this might be a different condo complex than the Mervish village. So my video just before this one, if you hadn't seen it, I walked from St. Clair and Bathurst down to Bloor and Bathurst. Did a couple of errands in the neighborhood, and now I am on my second journey for today's errands. And I'm walking west on Bloor, but I think I might cross the street and walk in the shade. It is bright out. It's a beautiful day. When I left home it was plus 12. Oh, puppy. Oh, look at these. Look at how delicious this all looks. Yummy. And those flowers, how beautiful. I try and purchase from these corner stores, and as far as produce is concerned, versus going to the large department stores. Actually, I try and, purchase from as many people as possible to some extent, because I think everybody, I know everybody needs support. So we're in Koreatown right now. So it helps, actually it helps walking on the shaded side of the street. So I would have the sun glaring in my eyes because I forgot my sunglasses again. But I do have a lot of sunscreen on. But it doesn't help my eyeballs, that's for sure. This KFC has across the street here where I'm angling the camera. That has been in that location for as long as I can remember. So at least 30 years. And what used to be here, where you see Grillies right here on the corner, this used to be like I think a Kinko's. It used to be like a photocopy store. And that would have been, mid-2000s, like 2004, 2005. Bakery. Oh, bakery. Ooh. Just thinking, I haven't baked anything in a little while. Still have, baked goods in the freezer. Quickly run across the street. Isn't it cool down here? Like, I love all these storefronts. Just the whole vibe these older buildings give off. Just find it very welcoming to walk down these streets. So these buildings have been around a lot longer than you or I most likely have, that's for sure. I remember this used to be a really neat restaurant. It's not this restaurant, but years ago it was a different restaurant. And I remember coming here with some girlfriends and just sitting out one, I think it was either a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and just enjoy being outside, socializing. Now we're coming up to Christie Street. Oops. That piece of artwork right across the street. Right behind the bench where those two fellows are sitting. It looks like a feline silhouette. That's very cool. And here's Christie Pitts Park. Yeah, you can see people with no jackets or coats on. It's really, really nice out. course, I've got a light jacket on because it doesn't take much for me to get cold. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to short weather, wearing shorts and flip-flops. Not for walking, of course, but just to be that. I just find dressing like that is so liberating, unrestricting. Oh, I see a dog there, but no owner. Oh, wait a minute, there's the owner, okay. Oh, he's getting awfully close to the sidewalk, but I think he's been trained because he's off leash. My heart just about stopped a beat. I have an incredible affinity for animals, dogs and cats. I'm less familiar with birds as pets, or reptiles for that matter. I've yet to meet a dog that I don't love, or a cat. They're just so perfect. Oh, this building is here across the street. It's boarded up. And the building next to it looks like it's vacant as well. But they're all attached. I'm wondering if that's going to end up being a tear down. The clouds are starting to get a little bit darker to the north, to the northwest. Just don't want it. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. I just don't want it to rain while I'm recording because my camera is not waterproof.
No, because there's only 3 people allowed in it. Yeah. Here, you go in with the girl first.
It's not much of a breeze, it's quite calm. It's the best when it's calm versus being windy or rainy. I used to get a lot of anxiety when it used to be really super windy outside. I'd be worried about the weirdest things. Anyhow, still exists, but the anxiety still exists, but I really have some mechanisms to help control that anxiety. It's a struggle every time, though. But not letting that type of anxiety hold me back from doing anything. All right, just crossing Ossington here. Yeah, Ossington is a very cool street. Look at that cool building across the way there. Looks like it's 3 stories. The Black Horse Restaurant and Bar sits on ground level. All these cute little shops here. Cafe, bridal store, pharmacy, burger spot, chicken spot. Oh, look at the teeny tiny Yorkie. Oh. Sorry, folks. Every time I angle the camera down with the joystick button thing, it always starts to vibrate and make a weird noise. And I don't know why it does that, because the, oh, this is a cool vintage store. Oh, nice. So I would think that the GoPro, the fact that it allows me to, you know, use that button to angle the camera down, that it vibrates, doesn't make sense to me. Why would it have that feature if I couldn't use it properly? Now, I think I've taken you guys on this journey maybe once before, coming down this way. But each day is a new day. So I don't think I did, but just that I come down here maybe, you know, once every few weeks, once a month. I didn't check to see whether or not I've taken you on this journey before. Oh, here's an old Once Upon a Time movie theater, I suspect. Paradise. Right in the corner. Look, it looks like it's Party Central. Look at that. I just love that. I remember going into movie theaters, as I'm sure you do, where it had the ticket box right out, sitting out front there like that. That's so nostalgic. I like seeing that. Very cool. With the lights. So I did my last Line 5 crosstown LRT walk. I finished that on Saturday, I think. And I have to laugh sometimes at myself, otherwise, you know, I'd cry. So I was walking east and I missed two major signs that said to walk on the other side of the street. So the first sign was where I got sort of caught up in looking at a big excavation site, and so of course I neglected to look around at the other signs that said cross the street to continue walking on the sidewalk. So anyhow, I looked at the excavation site and then I started walking down this little patch of road, and I'm thinking to myself, and I even, you know, verbalized it, there's no pedestrian guardrails, because I was walking right on the road. And then I even crossed the street where again it said to walk on the south side of Eglinton, to continue walking on the sidewalk. And I missed that too. So yeah, I don't know, sometimes I don't know, my head is elsewhere. But the good news is I do always look around, so I'm always aware of my surroundings, and just for my safety's sake. And you know, being an avid walker for decades, you sort of learn to be really aware of those that are around you. And the other mistake that I made was when I was heading to the Kennedy station, which is the last station on that walk. That was the 25th station. There was 25 stations in total, and that was the last one. So instead of following the directions on the corner of Eglinton and Kennedy, I was supposed to walk a bit south down Kennedy, but I instead walked around a building into a back parking lot. Again, that was kind of a bit of a bonehead move. But as soon as I turned the corner, I sort of realized what I had done, but then I had already looked behind me prior and didn't see anybody of any concern, and that whole area was kind of clear of anybody as well, so I just sort of cut through that parking lot. But yeah, like that was just those were not good moves. You never know. And I'm not very big. I'm older and I'm female. And unfortunately, that status could make me more vulnerable. So here we are at Dufferin and Bloor Street. I'm just going to cross to the west side of Dufferin. Those clouds look pretty dark. But I will not be deterred. I'm going to do my errands in the neighborhood here, and then I'm going to pack up my camera, and I'm going to walk home. So that's going to be about an hour and a half walk home. And I do have an umbrella in case it does rain, so be a good outing today. Anyhow, folks, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this walk as much as I have. Thank you very much for joining me and spending part of your day with me. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel and smashing that like box. And have a wonderful rest of the day. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.